Welcome back to part number 5 of my Imperator run playthrough as Rome. We just finished a war with Carthage. We took Sicily as well as Sardinia from him. We probably could have grabbed more on the mainland here, but I took 50 war score and tapped out after a fairly long drag or grind of a war. We probably again could have taken more, but then we would have ended up with more aggressive expansion. We have very little right now. Our stability is high. Our provincial loyalties are relatively intact as our stability is high, and we don't have a drag on that down from a high aggressive expansion. We have a few claims in Macedon here. Essentially, we can go and take him quick and out. There's a lot of Hellenes there. I'm pretty sure there are some Hellenes here as well. If we take Macedon completely out, we probably won't take a whole lot of aggressive expansion, burn through some time, maybe figure something else to do, maybe grab cohorts while we're in between here and there, and then we'll probably have a sufficient amount of money to where we can pay for a legion and have a few siege engineers, and then go and sink our teeth into the Carthaginian mainland here more properly. If you leave Carthage be, they'll just get more of a pain and more of a pain. That the last playthrough I did, Rome Part 1, or Playlist Rome 1, I was taking out lots of Carthage in a fairly regular, orderly manner, and he would just proceed right up into Iberia as though he just didn't even care. He just was expanding as fast as I could take it out of him, and I want to try to avoid that this time, because if you can catch him out quickly enough, like that Imperial Conquest, which is, by the way, no longer actionable, unfortunately. You can just leave the area be and then concentrate fully, just go full aggro over here to the east, etc. But unfortunately, we have this thorn in our side or back. Large Carthage here, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to try to work through a world conquest without a War of the Spear or a militant Epicureanism. We need to get done quickly. We can't be dilly-dallying about for much time. We need to keep a high tyranny for a long time. I'm going to de-exile and go at Macedon right now. And then perhaps take Liburnia and company up here. I was thinking of filing a claim here right now. Cotinia, Brucia. We have this. If we file a claim now, we'll have the claim, and then we could release this as a client and take these out and then give it to the client. We wouldn't take any aggressive expansion, and also wouldn't have to manage it, as some of it is non-Hellenic. We could just leave that be and then integrate it at some point. So between Macedon, Liburnia, maybe Veneto, depending on our finances and whatnot, we'll probably be able to burn through some time to where our truce with Carthage will expire and we can go at him again. That's what I want to do. As for you, let's see, they're allied with one another, right? We'll drop a claim there as well. I need to find a proper merc. There's one here. There's a fairly decent one here as well. I think there's one in Pella we could take. I think we have claims against the Antigonid Kingdom as well, but it's a much larger affair, really, than I want to deal with right now. I have better things to do in the early game than get involved in that grinder there. That's even more perhaps of a grinder than Carthage, because there's all kinds of borders everywhere. You have to traipse inland and siege this down, whereas Carthage is all relatively coastal, and Carthage was indeed a grind. So I'm going to leave the Antigonid Kingdom completely out of this equation and carry on. Find a merc or 3. There's a merc here in Pella. If we have him, the Antigonids won't. Let's take him. Get him back here. There's one here as well. If we have him, the Antigonids won't. Nor will the Macedonians. That way we can keep our mercs fresh. Say this one here, should we need them, or this one or whatnot. They'll be ready for recruiting. If these need to assault, they'll be close and ready for a rehire. Now, there's a large stack here. There's a 9, well commanded. Cost us some money, but probably worth a while. Let's do it. We'll get up here. We'll take 5 stability and some tyranny reduction. We have all those guys in prison we need to get off the books. We have a religious advance. What can we do now? Nothing quite as yet. We can get 3 innovations with our military experience, but I don't want to do that just yet either. Okay, I picked up a merc from Athens. We're going to go up here to this territory there, pick up this merc, and we'll leave this guy right here. Alright, so we can put these guys on reorganization for 1 month. Let it tick by. Maybe we'll wait another month. There we go, let's get these units on board. Let's see, we'll get bottleneck there. I'm going to swing around the other side here, see what we can find. We can get a provincial loyalty tick and from, we'll just do it, from a tribal event. I think we can't do that as yet. We can't do that. We can't do that. Let's see, 10 pops, 7 pops. We'll take 10. Speaking of 10, we have a bonus. We only have making 4 right now. Are you set for assimilation? You're not. We need to set you as well. Do we need theaters there? It's not a bad idea. Is it necessary right now? Probably not. I forgot about these vassals. There's a vassal right here that we need to take out. In fact, let's declare this war immediately. We'll take Pelagonia. Well, let's proceed in here. Get an assimilation bonus for Punics in Sardinia. We can land right here and begin the siege of this shortly. Alright, we've landed. Let's take the capital there. Let's swing around this side here. Let's see if we can address the Macedonian capital. Our Italic levy is ready again. We'll pick it up after we drop this merc stack over here. Alright, we've arrived here. We're going to disembark here, occupy that, take the capital, and then use the enemy's food from his capital to siege down this fort. Mac is off for warring here in Pergamon. So we have a breakout of sorts here, the first Taxus of Macedonia. We need to reach our Italic levy ASAP. We'll go to Buka. Or maybe we can bring our Italic levy to us. Maybe pick up the Magna Graecian levy as well. I wouldn't be surprised if it were. Yeah, it's not much. We've occupied that. Let's take the capital. Macedonians have taken this with their first Taxus. We've taken their capital. Let's siege the fort. Our levy is on the way down here. Our fleet is going to pick him up there. We just dropped this siege. We can carry on here. Another siege dropped here. Who are we at war with? Let's see. Athens. Is there any way to get to Athens? I bet we could if we traipsed across, or we should probably just wait for the fleet and go and reoccupy this while we can't go. We can though. Just need access. We're at war with that. Okay, well, let's go up there. Alright, this guy's just arrived at that fort. Our fleet has arrived here in Brundisium. We can disembark here. Go there and then hopefully catch this guy out. We got him. We've occupied the war goal here. Let's do what? Well, we'll head down here. Stack wipe the first Taxus of Macedonia. It's over for him. Let's get back on the fleet. We don't have to worry about him reorganizing or coming back. Let's swing this levy around the horn here and get over towards this area. A couple of casus belli hit here at Duria and our Sardinian tribes. We found another Macedonian Taxus here. Stack wipe them. Our Praetor was murdered. This guy is fairly good at that sort of thing. We'll get him on the ball right there. Let's see, 58, 44. I see. All right, let's get this Merc stack over here with the fleet. We'll go see about taking Oreos and Athena or Athens down as well. There we go. We'll take Oreos out with the Amontans Mercs and head off. Where are we gonna go? Where are we gonna go? We'll go to Athens. We have a martial advance. It gives us 4 in the bank there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could get there with that innovation from our tradition, but most of our holdings are Hellenic. It's just Sardinia, and it's loyal right now, at least reasonably so, sort of. So why rush? Siege is falling, good for me. Let's go and pick that unit up. Relieve our levy. That's probably not, well, it has an 8. I think I may have over deployed here. Other than we just stack wiped another unit here. We just dropped the capital fort there, so the province is ours now. Let's see, this guy, we don't have to even go back over there. We can go back here and pick up these units and head over to Cyprus, or this territory here. We have a naval battle we should win, decidedly. We've done it. I'm going to relieve half of these forces, bring them on board the ship. We're going to lose some support here. You know what? Well, let's head up here and pick this guy up. Get some dies in the capital for surplus and make the nobles happy. We have 3 provincial improvements. I'm going to juice the population capacity. I'll take the money, a bit of loyalty, why not? Alright, let's carry on here. We're going to get these levies and this Merc on board. This Merc is going to hold down the capital territory here. And our navy is going to sail off here. Looks like we can dredge up some AE. We have none. And that guy wasn't an ally. Oh, that's Macedon proper. Never mind. We're sailing off here with a sizable force. These sieges are going down relatively quickly. 60 war score so far. I was thinking maybe we could take some couple of feudatories off his hands as well. Who knows? We have more and more. Just hit another technology. We have 6 in the bank now. Minor addendum. Let's see. We can pay. We'll not pay though. Alright, let's disembark. Right here and here. Everything looks to be in order here. Nothing to worry about. Siege of Oreos is won. Looks like we should take this with ease. Our dies just flamed out, but it gave me, keyed me up to check this province. There's a lot of Romans about. I'm going to check all of these cities essentially and move some Romans into the cities. Like here, for instance, I bet there are Romans about. There's one there in the fields, one in this iron mine, another one here. There's a lot of cities here. We'll get some Romans there as well. Let's see, there's one Roman there. And that's about the size of it for this province. There's another here, actually. But I should be able to import my die again. I can. There's some Romans, I believe, here as well. A Hellenic Roman can be moved forward towards Ravenna. We have 2 here. How many here? We'll get some from this province here and move them up into Boninia as well. More Romans mulling about in this province. I have a couple we can move in. 2 from here. 1 there. We'll move some to Buca as well so they can promote. There's 2 here. We'll go like that. And back to warring. Let's assault this fort. Our infrastructure is improved. Let's do it again. The siege is down. This province should fall. And we have taken something somewhere we have here. Let's get evacuate this area. And we'll see about taking this provincial capital here as well. Let's juice another pop capacity. We've taken that. So this entire 2 provinces are occupied at present. This guy is trying for a comeback. He'll not allow it, or will not allow it. Looks like he's settled his differences with Pergamon. We'll let this war run and see about taking this area as well. We beat this unit, but he's still around. We can leave this conscripti here. It looks as though he's going to self-destruct right here, so we'll get both of these loaded and back. Truth of the matter is, maybe we'll just leave them here. And we'll head back and utilize some of these forces here. Our fleet has arrived back here. We'll grab this one and then evacuate Orios and go and see about closing this out here as well. That's assuming that we can take enough war score to where it's worth our while. Let's see, 31. Definitely we can take. What was that? It's outside our range. I see. I wonder if Mad Mac would be interested in becoming a client state. It looks as though he would. And that looks as though that could be settled right here and now. The problem is, do we want Mac as a client state? Or do we want access to his goods immediately? We can sell them, we get the manpower, we get this, that, we get them assimilating, etc. We could use this war score to perhaps extract a couple of these client states, like here. That's probably a better idea. We don't want Mac as a client state, but we'll take his client states. Let's see, we'll reset that. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll just leave that area over there be and not really worry. Let's embark this guy. Get here. Let's go here as well. Off we go. Let's disembark. I'm going to let this large merc stack go. We've landed. Let's head here. Assault. Here we go. We've done it. Let's go right here. We can grab 6 stability for 18 gold. That should be essentially 100% occupation. Let's see what I can dredge up here. There's that funky coastal bug again. I'm going to annex this by consul, and then we'll be able to take that inland aspect. Okay, I think because I consul annexed this, it extended our range out here. So we can't take that. So that leaves us with a considerable amount of war score. And we can get some client states to transfer to us. Macedon, I say. Why will Athens not do it? Oh, yeah, we have yet to complete that siege. Let's do that. All right, the siege of Athens has fallen, and I believe we can now transfer or have Athens become a client state as well. And I think that is all that we can take. It is, in fact. Done it. Macedon is here now, and the rest is now ours. So what to do now? Let's disband our levies and take a look at what we have here. We're adjacent to Pergamon, who is at war with Rhodes, it would seem. So why not fabricate a claim on Pergamon? We also now have client states, Athens, Oreos. So let's begin the improving of relations, so at some point we can annex them. We'll go like that. And improve that as well. Okay, so again, continuing to war in Greece is a fool's errand with all these forts about and no siege engineers, so we'll just not do that. Looks as though Thrace is here. When does our truce with Carthage end? April 479, so 2 years out. It looks like he's headed for a civil war as well. Do we have claims there? Carthago is all really. Just in case the civil war we can maybe declare on both. I'm going to file another claim, one in Carthago and then another pretty far out here. Let's say in where is that? Not there. Well, Massacelia is as far out as we get, so we'll do that. Let's get some of these guys out of prison cells and such, get back up to a 90 tyranny. Looks as though we have a singular fort on the island of Crete, which has formed itself into Crete. Unfortunately, he's affiliated with various other sorts, or we could take him out. Wouldn't be bad to, anyway, we'll just avoid that. We have other things to do. We have only 2 years to get back to Carthage. And I think we'll probably want to head up in this direction. I think we have a claim here. We could declare war and trigger Liburnia, Pieria, Chersos. How many forts are there? There's a fair number of forts, all right. I just gave a look over the mercs. It looks like at present there's a couple of decent-sized mercs over in Carthage that can be hired. There's a Roman merc up in the Radian here. There's a couple of mercs here. There's one there, one here. So keeping these guys on board is not necessary, but there's no reason to let them go. I can hire one more and then maybe do some merc shuffling. It shouldn't be such a big deal here, just a matter of downing the forts. If they have a sufficient amount of food, it shouldn't be a problem. Let's check your food. Not so much here, this fellow. Let's just call it a day with this Amantid. And we'll get out of this area. Our military experience traditions are relatively high. Let's see. There's also a Macedonian culture can be integrated. There's a nice, I think, a Greek kingdom, 10% siege bonus that can be had. Do we have Macedonian pops in the house here? We must. How many do we have? We don't quite have enough, but I figure we can dredge some up, and there's never a better time to integrate them. theory at least, than presently. Other than we're running a very high tyranny and don't need the drag on our primary culture, really. We can always integrate them later. Actually, it doesn't really matter all that much for character loyalty. Like, let's see. So her loyalty is 100. The loyalty of our Praetor is 91. The character culture happiness is adding 8.70 in its entirety. So if this got hit by 5%, it's like, so what? So why not integrate them? We'll be ready. And we won't suffer as much later when we get more pops. There's no better time than now. We have a huge stability. Let's do it. Let's build a theater here. I'm going to consolidate some Cybelines into that theater from this other province here. Looks as though we have another city here. We may as well build a theater there as well. So along the lines of not building any temples, maybe we'll go ahead and trigger that tradition, the Roman tradition here. Get 3 innovations, we'll be able to build a military road. And now we have 9 traditions. We can go right down here, march down this road here to a build cost 5% is nice. A found city modifier, nice. 5% conversion speed, nice. Integrated culture, not bad. Get half of what we just paid for Macedon back, and then we get 0.50 tick up and 15% conversion speed. So now all of our pops are going to have an automatic tick no matter where they are. These guys specifically. So we don't need a temple. Or maybe we need one, but we're not going to use it. We're going to deploy the funding elsewhere. That's about a half an hour in. It seems a fairly tight episode. We could get into moving about or going up here and doing this or that, but this seems a proper episode. We've conquered Macedon, building various buildings, and are integrating Macedonian culture. I hope to see you in the next episode.